So let's get started. Please turn to page 47 of your textbook. We'll talk about part A of chapter 7 today. Using a ruler. We can use a ruler to draw squares, rectangles, rhombuses, and trapeziums. So the technique that you are going to learn today is very useful, especially when you are asked to draw this kind of 2D shapes during an exam, because using just a ruler and a pencil will help you to draw a really perfect square here. So the first step, you draw two straight lines using a ruler. So you draw one line on top and then one line on the bottom. So be sure, especially during an exam, bring a ruler that has straight edges along the two longer edges of the ruler instead of the curvy ones. And then you draw two more straight lines. So you have to turn the ruler upright. And once again, draw two lines along the longer edges of the ruler. So when you place the ruler upright, remember to line up the shorter edge of the ruler along with line number 2 here. So then it will have a right angle here. And then this is the square that you have drawn. And during an exam, if you're asked to draw a square, I would suggest you to erase these lines here, so then you'll end up having just the square. So for number 2, this time we'll draw a rectangle, and we draw two straight lines using a ruler. Line number 1, which is the line on top of the ruler along the longer edge of the ruler, and then line number 2 would be on the bottom, also along the longer edge of the ruler. And then we'll place the ruler upright. So draw one more straight line, line number 3. And this time, instead of drawing line number 4 along here, we'll move the ruler to the right. So move the ruler a bit to the right, and once again remember, line up the shorter edge with line number 2 here. So line number 2 is this line here, and then we'll draw line number 4. Draw one more straight line here, and then we'll end up having a rectangle like this. And once again, try to erase these extra lines to make it just the rectangle. So number 3, we have to learn how to draw a rhombus. We draw two straight lines using a ruler. So line number 1 on top and line number 2 on the bottom. And this time, instead of placing the ruler upright, for the second step, we'll place the ruler like this, tilt it a little bit to the left or to the right, and then we draw line number 3 along the longer edge, and also line number 4 along the longer edge, and then we'll end up having a rhombus like this. For the last shape we will be drawing is a trapezium. And once again, we start off with two straight lines, one on top and one on the bottom. And then once again, we place the ruler upright, but with the ruler tilting towards the right. And then we'll draw line number 3 along the longer edge here. And then instead of drawing another line here or moving it over a bit. This time we'll tilt the ruler towards the left, and then we'll draw line number 4 here. So after lifting up the ruler, we'll see a trapezium. And then once again, remember to erase these lines. And here comes the classwork. You're asked to use a ruler to draw quadrilaterals in the space provided. Fill the quadrilaterals with different colors. So you're asked to draw a square and a trapezium. So just follow the steps in the previous page and try to draw the square and the trapezium. And please pause the video for now, and I'll give you some time to draw the square and the trapezium on your own. And then I'll show you the answers in 2 seconds. The homework for today will be workbook text 1, page 9 to 10. And this is the top part of page 9. So question number 1 is quite straightforward. You only have to write the number shown in the abacus in words. And here you have to look at the digit in the thousands place. And then you have to tell me the value that it stands for. For the bottom part of page 9, question number 2, you are asked to draw 6 bits on the abacus below to show the smallest 4-digit even number. So when you are asked to show the smallest even number, you have to put as many bits as you can towards the units place. But then remember, we have to put at least 1 bit here in order to keep it as a 4-digit number. Otherwise, it will be a 3-digit number if you do not put anything on the thousands place. So even number, that means on the unit place is either a 0, 2, could it be a number 4? I'll leave you to think about it. And for question number 3, we have to compare these 3 numbers, and we have to arrange them from the largest to the smallest. So we look at the thousands place of this number first, and they are all number 8. So we'll move on to the hundreds place, and we know right away this number is the largest among the 3 because it has a number 1 in the hundreds place, while the other 2 has a 0 in the hundreds place. And for part B, arrange this number from smallest to the largest. So right away I know that this number is the smallest because it has a 6 in the thousands place, and I'll leave the other 2 numbers for you to compare. And question number 4, use 0, 3, 2, and 2 to form the largest 4-digit number. So largest, it doesn't say you have to form an even number or odd number, just a largest 4-digit number. So we'll place the largest number among this on the thousands place in order to have the largest 4-digit number. So I'll leave the other number for you to fill out here. For the top part of page 10, I mainly want to talk about question 8 and 9. Question number 8, you're asked to fill in the squares with the correct numbers. So here on the units place, something minus 9 equals 14. And we know this is 13 here. 13 minus 9 equals 4. So we'll take the units place for 13 and we'll put 3 over here. And In order to have 13, that means we have borrowed 1 from the tens place in order to have 13 here. So that means we have borrowed 1 and 0. That means we have 1 here, 10, and then because we have borrowed 1 from the tens place, then instead of 10 we only have a 9 here. So 9 minus something equals 5. 9 minus 4 equals 5. And we have 10 here because we have borrowed 1 from the hundreds place in order to have 10 in the tens place. So something minus 5 equals 0. That means 5 minus 5 equals 0. But remember, we have borrowed 1 from the hundreds place to the tens place. That means this should be a 6. And for question number 9, Kevin saves $453. So Kevin 453, and he saved $165 more than Tim. That means Tim has $165 less than Kevin. So Tim has 453 minus 165. And right now we need to know the total amount of money that they saved. So it will be the amount of money for Kevin plus the amount of money that Tim saves. So this number plus this together. Question number 10 and 11 and 12 is pretty straightforward. You just have to work out the number and then try to find which one is it. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.